but that's weird. It's not the first time that's happened, though. Let's try doing that. It comes up fine when I'm queuing everything up, and then I don't check when we're going live. Because I can see the intro playing. I'm watching the intro. Oops, there we go. Let's go to Katha. And let's just double check that our next one is. Yeah, it is. So let's go ahead and transwarp over to whatever the planet we're going to.
I have to say, the survey reports on this system really don't do it justice. A nebula, a pulsar, dark energy, and the Herc homeworld. Nor I. Isn't that strange? One would think they'd place a heavy guard on their home system. How peculiar. Let's use this opportunity to look around. Quietly, of course. We're reading a number of interesting phenomena, despite interference from the nebula. Let's see. Plethora of heavy metallic compounds. And a hotbed of tetryon and thermobaric energy throughout the nebula.
There's a moon nearby. Preliminary scans aren't showing much, but it's just the kind of place the Herc could be using to hide a base. Or a fleet. I'd like to take a closer look. The pulsar's throwing off a lot of hazardous energy.
Most astute, Captain. Let's make the appropriate shield adjustments.
I don't like this. Scans are showing a lot of bare rock, but no metals or compounds. It's a lot like...
Like it's being completely stripped of anything remotely useful? The calling card of the Herc, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps we should send down a probe, just to be absolutely sure. There could be some Herc down there, hidden by the nebula's effect on our sensors.
It's barely Class D.
Every
no
now
metals,
and then I wonder,
compounds,
do they know what a
liquids, or
nebula
atmosphere.
is?
The interior is a complex maze of tunnels. Thousands of them.
This matches Herc patterns we've seen elsewhere. They've been here.
The probe is online and transmitting. Our science teams are taking a close look at the incoming data, but it doesn't look terribly promising. Shall we forge on? There's a lovely planet nearby, no doubt filled with a bounty of toxic rocks and metallic salts.
We know we're going to have to put on our nice little outdoor
Entering
outfits.
scanning range
Take my
now.
word. Oh. It's not my environmental suit, is it? Good morning, Mr. Dave.
These astronomic readings are strange. The planet has a highly eccentric orbit. Looks like it collects matter from the nebula as it sweeps around the pulsar, all while being bombarded with radiation. Definitely not habitable by most standards, though it's not quite demon class. An orbital period of several thousand years. That explains the Herc life cycle. They must hibernate while the planet is at the far range of its orbit. This orbit coincides with the previous emergencies of the Herc. The 1,000-year cycle explains why they appear suddenly, then vanish just as quickly.
Okay, not to get picky here, but so let's say you've got a planet on an eccentric orbit around a pulsar in a nebula. Wouldn't you think that the time that it's safest for them to come out would be when it's at the farthest point rather than the closest point? I mean, think about it. That's where all your radiation is really going to be concentrated. Out here, you got a little bit better chance of safety. I know we're very human. Am I streaming tonight? I'm planning to stream tonight, Mr. Dave. We normally stream on Tuesday. I might be a little late, and
We're
DT might
reading
be the one in
complex
charge, but
structures
yeah,
here,
we'll be on.
along with power systems and technology. This could be a base of operations for the Herc. It appears to be deserted. Why don't we take a look around? This could be a prime opportunity.
Let's meet on the Defiant. We'll need to make some preparations before we send an away team down there. I've sent a team down to establish a secure zone. They're ready for you, but you'll want to put on an EV suit before you beam down. We have some in that container for you to use. Once you're suited up, we'll beam you down to the secure zone. It's just below the planet's surface in a large cavern area.
Mr. Dave, let's definitely do that off stream. Do you want to... What time do you normally get on stream? Though if DT's running it, it won't matter, because we definitely be... I mean, you and I can talk, but we won't be showing anything, so that would work out. Just let me know what a good time for you is, and we'll go then. Alright, what have we got for good outdoor clothes here? Ooh, we can definitely wear that. Okay. Let's see, have we got any other outside outfits? No, we're going to have to pick some up. And Belina needs one. And Sinvak needs one. And Oshvak needs one. And Tovin. Tovin, why do I always bring you with Tovin? Oops. Let's switch that one out there. There we go. Got my pretty outfits on. There we go. Will do, Mr. Dave. But... I put away all my notepads trying to be clean. Never a good idea. Can't find anything. I cleaned everything. The people were here to inspect the apartment this week, so I wanted to be at least semi-clean, which means I can't find anything now. Alright, let's talk to everybody.
I should have a habitation area set up soon. We can replace the reducing atmosphere in this cavern with standard oxy-nitro, and it warm things up a bit. Kane's keeping watch, and Weir is looking into other connected areas. We should have a perimeter field up within a few minutes.
Reading a lot of background radiation and some wild magnetic fields. It's like the pulsar and the nebula are supercharging the metallic crystal compounds here. The environment's very different from anything we'd consider a habitable planet. It explains why the Herc are so alien. Quite a treasure for a geologist like myself.
Mr. Dave, that is a great idea. Before we hail the Defiant, let's go ahead and pick this up. We'll cheat and not do the game. Go. Now we can hail the Defiant.
Everything's in order here. Defiant, do you still have a lock on us?
Affirmative. If you need transport, there may be a slight delay due to pulsar emissions.
I'm getting something odd on my tricorder. Up there!
Good morning, WC. How are you?
Glad you're still with us. Whatever that was must have left you for dead. I'd get moving in case it comes back to make sure. Looks like you're in a series of tunnels that connect to a larger cavern. Garrick and Bashir are close to your position. They're moving into a large open chamber. Try to make your way to them. Be careful. Some of the crystal formations down there are emitting intense amounts of energy. We can't lock onto anyone with transporters, and the others are reporting that directed energy weapons won't work.
This is Bashir. Garrick and I are alive, but we're a little lost.
Keep moving. You should head up to another chamber. The creature's in a passage near your location. Stay sharp.
Garrick and I are moving into a very large, oblong chamber.
And here I was, hoping those cozy,
Those readings
cramped
you're getting
little
from that
tunnels
crystal
would
node
Looks
are
like the
interesting.
door to the next chamber
It's
is locked.
generating a localized magnetic field. Manipulating that field could cause a response similar to pushing a button or flicking a switch. I wonder, do you think Huck can sense magnetic fields similar to sharks on Earth? Yes, of course. I think you'll find a way to manipulate that magnetic field to open the door. The morphogenic crystals are probably the keys. So look for one nearby that has a similar output to the door node.
Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice to be wanted, or to feel wanted at least?
The readings I'm getting on that crystal are weak. It probably isn't usable.
Your crystal foo is weak.
That one's got an odd harmonic. Doesn't seem to match the rest. That's the one you need. Use it to open
Of course
that
it
door.
is. It's the third one. Which way am I going? Where's my door? Well, before I do anything else, let's go grab that. Back to my door, wherever it may be. There's my door. Of course, it's always the last one. It's why I like Strike at Sadia. It's one of the few things where you have 4 waves of opponents as opposed to the 3 or 5 that seem to be obligatory. Well, I think I'll do a little bit of running here.
There's a deep crevice ahead of you. See if you can get across. Hazardous energy and anti-gravity ahead. Use your thrusters. Creatures turn back. Must not like anti-gravity.
Alright, let's see if I can remember how to do this one. Up or down? Well, somebody was up here. There's a flare there. But I guess it's down.
Slow and steady. Don't get lost. Try to head up when you...
Garrick and I have a breathable atmosphere here. Everyone, try and reach our location.
Williams here. I'm stuck in some kind of tunnel maze. Not sure how to get out.
Ishimura here. My nav system's useless. I'll keep
This
trying
one
to
looks
find
like
you all.
Kane, report. Just lost crewman Kane's vitals. Weir's comm signal is down, but he's still alive. Keep an eye out.
Oops, where's my door? Nope. It'll crush me. Let's try that one again. And I guess we're going up again. Oh, poor thing. Too much chocolate. Okay, well, that didn't work. Let's try going down further. Actually, having had 3 migraines this week, I can't empathize. I can feel for you. Okay, so I tried up, that didn't work. Tried down, that didn't work. I'm forgetting something here. Is there more up? Nope, no more up. Is there more down? Is there a middle? Okay, how did I manage to go from no ups to no downs? Nope. Well, that's as up as I can go, and that's as down as I can go, so what am I forgetting here? Advice, anybody? Oh, thank you. This way? I think that's where he just came out of. Is there more up? There's more up. That's it. More up. Oh my God, there is a donut shop here in Indianapolis. It's an Amish donut place. Only yeast donuts, and these are not light, puffy, delicate donuts. These are industrial weight donuts. And they are sublime. The chocolate donuts have chocolate ganache, not just chocolate icing. Swear to goodness, wasn't I just here? Apparently not.
Bashir and Garrick are just past this chamber.
Oh, and I have gravity again. Thank you so
Some
much.
interesting tech on sensors. Interesting and old. Very old. Most of it predates the Federation by several centuries. Are you reading those energy patterns on the other side of that opening? They're far more intricate than the others we've seen. We think there's some kind of ship ahead of you. It shows signs of damage. You might be in some sort of dry dock or repair facility. Interesting.
Off to the left. Left again. And there we are. Hi, Heisenbach. Let's go over and talk with the guys.
A pleasure to see you. We'll need all the help we can get if we're to leave this world alive. To that end, the good doctor and I have started to make sense of our surroundings. We seem to be in some sort of Herc command center. From here, we can begin to restore power in critical systems.
Herc technology is driven by electromagnetic manipulation of morphogenic crystals. Doors, life support, everything, even their central computer. If we can find the right crystals, I can bring things back online. We can look for information on Herc biology within their data system. We might even find a cure here. I found a little information. This planet used to be rich in a type of fungus. It thrived in the harshest of environments, even areas high in pulsar radiation. It used to be a staple of the Herc diet until it disappeared from the ecosystem. Without it, the Herc began to suffer from a severe type of malnutrition. It led to a number of neurological disorders, many of which we've seen firsthand. Based on these readings, there should be more data storage. One more thing. Some parts of the tunnel still have malfunctioning gravity systems. You should be able to navigate through them, but the energy fields in there will nullify your weapons, so be careful.
Oh, goody. Yes, Mr. Dave, I am aware we are in a countdown. However, for once, we're actually kind of on top of things. I used Prime Day to my advantage yesterday. Let's see, let's go all the way down to the end first. And we found Tovin. Hi, Tovin.
You're a sight for sore eyes. Let's get out of here before...
William!
Yeah, Williams got to speak, therefore Ishimura got to speak. We know what's going to happen here. Let's see what happens with this one. Let's see what happens with this one. Okay, so that didn't work particularly well. Bioessence transfer works nicely.
It moved away from you, enshrouded itself.
Yes, I've seen his sister. Let's see if we got a crystal around here first. Let's grab the crystal.
The Herc tried to synthesize the enzyme they needed for
Let's see,
cognition.
this is the purpley blue one. Actually, this is actually an organic being, and there it is. And this is its earlobes, or sorry, ear canals.
One of your officers has arrived here.
Alright, let's try. Let's try this one. Maybe it brought a cloak. You don't know. Maybe the Herker fashionistas on the side. We just don't know. And now we got the pink one. Let's make sure my health is back to normal. Oshvak, my Oshvak, what happened to you? So Soundpack Lightning doesn't work terribly well on these guys, which I find interesting.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Send your officer to me so that I can address any injuries.
You heard the man, Oshvak. Oops. Was there a crystal here first? Ooh, no, there isn't a crystal here. Well, that means it's up there. Come on. Up you go. First time around, this is the one that took forever to find.
My God. The enzyme the Herc need is a precursor to Ketracel.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Yes, we know, Kira. It shrouded itself. Okay, I guess we're gonna go this
One
way.
of your
then.
officers has arrived here.
Yep. Not that way. This way? Not that way. No, not that way. This way? More bodies. Ugh. Okay, it's not those two directions. Doesn't seem to want to be this direction unless I'm missing a hallway. There we go. Should be another exit over here. And the green one.
Oh, good. You made it. We were about to leave, but... No!
vitals just flatlined.
I need to get myself some better ground toys, I think.
That covers the first peaceful meeting between the Herc and the Founders over 3,000 years ago.
It moved away from you. It shrouded itself.
Send
Oh,
your
goody.
officer to me so that I can address any injuries.
Plena, follow me. Yep. This way?
One of your
This way.
officers has arrived here.
Darn, they're faster than I am. Oh, that's exactly how you do it.
Nicely done.
There are ground builds
We
just
should be
like
able
there are
to
space
translate
builds.
Herc data files and run a detailed analysis of them at a greatly accelerated rate now. I have a good friend in Starfleet Engineering that'd love to spend some time with this technology. The Herc have made some remarkable advances in their time. Ah, the first results are in. Excellent. I have access to a few critical systems, including gravity and power generation. Bringing them online now. That should make things go a little smoother. I'm getting some historical records now. But give me a moment to process it. This is not good. It's a record of the fall of the Herc civilization at the hands of the Dominion. For some reason, the Dominion removed the fungus from the ecosystem during the Herc hibernation cycle. Military conquest, most likely. This is what drove the Herc to madness.
I thought we already kind of knew that.
It appears we have some uninvited guests.
You're a long way from Zenketh, Admiral.
Yes. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Ah, traveling incognito.
One of her many covert identities, I suspect.
This expedition of yours has gone on long enough.
Touched a nerve, have we?
You found a secret I've kept for millennia. Something I've kept from Odo and the Great Link.
The origin of the Herc infestation.
And your role in it.
I needed soldiers to realize my dream of dominion. Enforcers willing to obey without question. Physically, the Herc were perfect candidates. But their peaceful, free-thinking nature was an obstacle. In studying the Herc biology, I found the key to their loyalty.
The Ketracel precursor.
Yes, I extracted it from their ecosystem. They had no choice. Obey or die.
I take it things didn't go according to plan.
No, they became savage, incoherent, volatile. With each cycle, the swarm grew larger, wilder. My ability to control them diminished. All I could do was point them in the direction of my enemies. I would let them rampage and await their eventual hibernation.
Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war.
They were a failure, but they provided a gift. Ketracel, the gift that led to a more successful endeavor. The Gem Hadar.
I think I've heard enough. I knew you were involved in this somehow. You built an empire on slavery, and now it's all falling apart. When the Alliance learns about this,
But they won't. None of you are leaving this world alive.
you would kill another founder?
There were other founders who knew the truth once, like you. They did not want a dominion built on the backs of slaves. They tried to depose me, to expose the truth to the Link. They failed, and paid for their lack of vision.
All of you against the wall.
Mr. Dave, I would
Odo,
not
this is
share
getting
my
out
hotel
of
room
hand.
with another congoer
Stop this
unless I knew
now.
them well.
No, Odo.
Especially if you get
This
stuff.
is bigger than you. bigger than us. The Dominion must endure.
Hotel rooms aren't that expensive.
afraid I can't
And if somebody's
allow
really
it.
broke, there's always
But
cheaper
now-
hotel rooms in
You
Vegas.
forced my hand. This is a modification of your own Herc lure. As we speak, every Herc in the quadrant is homing in on the signal.
And you're calling them here? To their homeworld?
On the contrary, madam, I'm calling them to the Founder homeworld. Your chickens, as the humans say, are coming home to roost.
Insanity! We will...
Ooh. Well, we have to defeat the mutant already. Where'd it go? There it is.
I think that's our cue. Now that we have restored operations here, our ships will be able to lock onto us with transporters. I suggest we take advantage of this while we can.
You did this? All of you? You killed a god? My god? My beautiful founder. Gone forever. I loved her so. And now you'll pay the price. Guards!
Enough, Wayoon. All of you, stand down.
No! You betrayed her! And the Dominion! I will carry out her final order!
That founder is no more, Wayoon. This founder has given you an order, and you will obey.
No! He is no founder. She was a founder. He is a traitor! Guards! Shoot to kill! All of them!
Belay that order.
What?
We do not serve you, Forta. Where this founder leads, we will follow.
Thank you, my friend.
Fine. Then I'll do it myself.
Take Wayoon into custody and return to your ship.
I love Garrick.
We have business at the home world to attend to.
Tell me, was it part of your plan to draw every Herc in the sector to this system, Garrick? Because if it was, it worked with flying colors. We need to get out of here and fast. Our only hope is to punch a hole through the swarm so we can go to warp.
Try to hold them off. See if I can arrange a distraction. Contain retreat. Keep left. Personal integrity trailing. Step in the ship.
Okay, that was weird. Mr. Dave, you've already got a hotel room, right? DT and I have a condo that we're renting about 3 miles away, which, given traffic, is 5 minutes. But it's half the price of the Rio for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a washing machine. The good news is it's on the ground floor, so we don't have to haul equipment up and down flights of stairs like we did last year. The bad news, it's on the ground floor, so I can't throw all my clothes out on the patio to dry overnight. So I will give Vegas this. Throw your clothes outside, they are dry in minutes. Bright night. Revolutionary, prevailing, innervated. Oops, let's move.
They're breaking off.
They've received the signal. They're heading for the founder home.
For Vegas, I'm a huge fan of
I
Airbnb.
think we're in the clear. The Herc have departed for the founder home. It will take them some time to reach it, even at maximum warp.
Thanks to Garrick, my homeworld is under siege. I realize there's not a lot of love lost to the Founders these days, but if the center of the Dominion falls to the Herc, the rest of the galaxy will soon follow suit.
Alright, you know what that means. It means the next one is home, which we will tackle Thursday? One of these days. Well, the thing about doing Airbnb is it's nice for... You've got coffee in the morning, usually for free. I'll take a flare here, I don't need anything else. You've got a washer and dryer. It's half the price of a hotel. The amenities are better, the space is better. The drawback is that at the end you usually have some measure of cleaning to do, but it's usually not terrible. Alright, so we have finished up Tenebris Torquent, which means on Gamma Quadrant we just have home, which we will tackle one day this week. In the meantime, destroy Tholian ships, disruptor damage, and defeat the Vodwar. So let's go find somebody who's got some disruptors. If I remember, who did we say last night has got disruptors? Was it Kethla? I think Kethla. Oh, well, we definitely can go take her out then. Tholian ships, let's head over to Archer. Take on some Tholian ships. Also, you don't have to worry about housekeeping coming in at 9 a.m. when you are sleeping in. So the 1 meal a day we'll cook, or the 2 meals a day we cook in the apartment, the condo, saves us a small fortune. The coffee saves us maybe $20 a day for not going over to Starbucks. It pays off fast. Come on, where's Archer? There's Archer. Let's think, what can we do to get us closer to Archer? Oh, I know what'll get us closer to Archer. So, for where we stayed last time, we found a good little French pastry shop about a mile away. Breakfast, croissant. Or we could go to the grocery store across the street. Or. There's lots of good things to do. Cheap. Wrong Archer. Archer meets Star Trek. Archer meets Picard. That could be fun. Archer meets Seven. Oh my god. That would be so good. What Vegas needs are like apartments you can rent from a legitimate apartment building, not Airbnb. I mean, I have a nice 2-bedroom, 1-bath here. What I spend on this in a month is what I'm going to spend for an Airbnb in Vegas for a week. Now, I realize apartments in Vegas are slightly more expensive than Indianapolis, but not much. What have we got for ground toys? Not a good setup. Oh, remember the glitch yesterday with the keybinds? Apparently that's been happening on and off for quite a while. Your keybinds will still work. You can still change your keybinds, but when you go to look at them, it's all grayed out. We got 2 of ours done. Of course it's full. Yes, I still pick up all the mats. Even though there's not a use for mats, I still pick them up. I would love them to put a use to some of the mats again. And GPL needs to be useful for something. But you don't use mats like you used to use in R&D. I mean, it used to be people are actively trading for so many things. So yeah, there's a few things you can still use. And you can still contribute them to various fleet projects. Let's see what we can get rid of here. One thing to upgrade. Great. Let's see. What don't we need? Don't need that. We can use that, and we can use that, and we don't need that. Ooh, the river plants stayed with me. Normally they disappear after a few hours. And yes, I know there are some things you can use the GPL for, but let's go pick up that last one, and we'll get out of here. And we will depart the system. So that just leaves us some Vodwar. Who's going to kill off the Vodwar? That is a good question. Who do we want to send down there? Yeah, I don't do that one on the Admiralty just because I don't need GPL. I go through it and then I focus primarily on the fleet vouchers. Kethwa? Is that who we're thinking about? Let's see what she's got for ground. Nah, that's fine, but a little too pew-pewy for my taste. Who's got a good zappy suit? Ta-ta, WC, take care. Good luck on getting that entry information done. Not great, but it'll work. I'm sure you'll ace it. I'm sure they will drag you in because you are awesome. They clearly want you for their own glorification, which means they really think highly of you. Let's see, do we have time to kill 60 Vodwar? We have 5 minutes. That could be a little tight, but let's give it a shot. So in a statement you're not going to hear me make in the middle of June, it's cold. It's cold enough I had to shut my windows last night. Had to get an extra blanket on. It's cold. It'll probably be 90 by the time I go home, but at the moment, it's cold. Don't know if we've got the missions yet. Let's go take a look.
Our time to strike.
But the problem with missions is you don't get a lot of them right at the beginning. So let's just go over here. Come on, guys. Over here. Oops. Change outfits. Prefer not to die too quickly. Well, thank you, Mr. Dave. I will talk to you this evening. I'll let you know as soon as I get back on, and if DT's running the game, then we can focus on your stuff. the only one killing Fadwar today. This is nice because it's killing people you can't even see. Go. And we'll wait for that to get off cooldown. We'll shoot up some more people. See, that's 29 up here. $45.15 to go. Before my Agni field regenerates, I'll probably have my 15. Oh, well, that's a nice little surprise. Come on, we just need 11 more. Let's do that. Let's see who's hanging around here. Five to go. 1, 2, 3. Two more. There we go with that. Should we shoot these poor people in the back? No, that's just mean. That's fine. He shot first. It wasn't me. I'm trying to leave, but no. No, no, no. You guys all have to be mean and shoot me. Is my main Fed tune a Delta recruit? No. My main Fed tune is so old that it's before they even had Delta. My main Fed tune is 11 years old now. Very, very, very old tune. Let's see, Delta recruits, that's a really good question. Who do I have? Delta's Kethwa, one of my Klingons. Keth-Ah, the one we just played earlier. Kethra, and Kethba, I just did Kethka. So I've got quite a few Deltas. 5, 6 of them. I have 6 Deltas. I believe I have 3 Klingons. I only have Kethja as my only Gamma recruit, so I'll probably add one. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, folks, I'm going to go off to work. It's a little after starting time, so I don't want to be late for work. Everyone have a great day. We will see you tonight. I think DT's running it tonight because I have a meeting that's going to run late. Maybe. Maybe it's not going to run late. Who knows? It's the way it is some days. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you later.